Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Sue.oneschuk here to continue the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're continuing with review 6, and we are on lesson 210. And the lesson is, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And we're reviewing lesson 190 here, which is I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Pain is my own idea. It is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from God and from God's will. God's will is joy, and only joy for his beloved Son. And that I choose instead of what I made. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. So going back to reflect on a few of the lines from the actual lesson, 190, I choose the joy of God instead of pain. In paragraph 6, it says, the world you see does nothing. It has no effects at all. It merely represents your thoughts. And it will change entirely as you elect to change your mind and choose the joy of God as what you really want. I'm going to ask you, do you really want the joy of God? Is it your self, your holy self, your higher self, is radiant in this holy joy, unchanged, unchanging, and unchangeable, forever and forever. And would you deny a little corner of your mind its own inheritance and keep it as a hospital for pain, a sickly place where living things must come at last to die? Really, when it talks about here, a quarter of your mind, we play in the ego thought system. And the mind of God is way beyond any measure. And yet we are using so little of what's possible. So it goes on to say pain in chapter 10, I'm not chapter 10, excuse me, paragraph 10. And it's line 4. Pain is illusion. Joy is reality. Pain is but sleep. Joy is awakening. Pain is deception. Joy alone is truth. So we're living in the illusion. We're asleep. And we're deceiving ourselves as we remain in that space of believing that we are separate from God. And it says, and so again, we make the only choice. We have a choice here that ever can be made. We choose between illusions and truth, or pain and joy, hell or heaven. Sounds simple, but that's the ultimate. We're choosing. And again, because we've been so programmed in this illusion, programmed in conditioning, and we're undoing it because we believe that pain and suffering is, is real. We make it real because we believe in it. And as we grow in the practice and recognize it is our thoughts that are generating that pain and suffering. So I want to continue on again in what Jesus has to say, as well through Louise Spalding, and I'm reading from her book, A Year of Forgiveness. And this is what Jesus is saying, as well as he said in the lesson. He's saying here, through Tina. And again, the lesson is I'm not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. And Jesus goes on to say, you are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. This is the greatest device that the ego uses to prove that God has abandoned you, your pain, your fallible physical structure. The evidence of your belief proves to you that God has abandoned you. Jesus says, what we want to bring to your attention here is how much effort we have to use to get you to have faith in God, think about God, and include God in your life. You can go for many hours in a day without thinking about God or connecting to source energy with prayer, which is a demonstration of your belief. And that shows how seductive this world is and how well all the temptations and distractions you have set up for yourself work. You want the things that you have in your life. How do you know you want them? Because they're there. And I want to interject here, even if you don't want them, they're there because you want them. I know that may sound kind of wow, but if you didn't want them, you wouldn't be focusing on them. They wouldn't be there. I have to tell myself that as well. So I'm going to go on and see what Jesus has here. Jesus says you play with them. You indulge in them and you allow them to rule you. Nobody makes you do what you do. You are a free spirit, a free agent. All of you can change the things you do each day. Jesus says, we want you to really grasp the truth that your life is your choice. And the things you spend time on and invest in are the things you value. You may value them more for the wrong reasons. You may value them out of fear, but you still use your fear, your free will. Okay, let me read that again. You may value them out of fear, but you still use your free will to value, indulge in, and spend time with them. Pain is a direct consequence of your separation from love. The amount of pain you experience, mental, emotional, or physical, demonstrates your degree of separation. In your society, it is deemed unloving to tell people who are in pain that somehow they are responsible for it. We're not talking about your conscious decisions. We are speaking about your unconscious miscreations. Things such as wars would be unconscious miscreations. You do not realize that your battle with other people is your battling in your mind with yourself. Your hateful thoughts create an unloving and embattled world. You have not been taught this. It is unconscious creation. Pain is unconscious creation. None of you would be doing this to yourself if you knew how to stop. Jesus goes on to say, we are intentionally teaching you how to stop hurting yourself and others. We are teaching you how to be more loving, and you will begin to see that emotional and mental pain subside. As emotional and mental pain subsides over time, so will physical pain, because it is the long-term result of mental and emotional pain. So if you have physical pain now, change your mind, and your body has to respond. Your body is manufactured from the frequency of the thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that you hold on and act on. Those things you believe in. When you have physical pain, you're off track in some area of your mind. It is where you attack yourself or others. The pain of the body is giving you a message that you have been off track for a long time. Take this to heart and know that pain is not a punishment from God. It is a messaging system from the body to let you know your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and beliefs are off track and have been off track for some time. To cause physical pain, you must have been off track for some time. When you transform your thoughts, your beliefs, and your ideas, you must give the body a little bit of time to respond to what you are employing. It is not going to happen in 1 or 2 days, but it can. Miracles happen when you choose love. I am the one, Jesus says, that you know as Jesus. And you do not need to be in pain. Choose love. Choose peace. Choose kindness. Choose creativity. Choose self-expression. Choose love. I am the one you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again. So that is lesson 210, review of lesson 190. And again, I'll read it to conclude. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Pain is my own idea. It is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from God and from God's will. God's will is joy, and only joy is for his beloved Son. And that I choose instead of what I made. I'm not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. All right. Hope that is helpful today in your practice of A Course in Miracles. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 211 of review 6. So please go below and comment. And please, I would love to hear from you. Please like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe as this community, as I'm building this community. And it would be also deeply grateful to donate in the for the building of this community. If you go below here, this video, there's direction as to how to donate. All right. I think that's what I want to say for today. And again, I'll be with you in the next video for lesson 211. From my heart to yours, I extend much love to you today. Bye for now.